Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fig Night at the Tavern. Pull up a stool, grab a drink. I am the OG-FigKid, Thomas Montalto.
I'm Snead, and I made it back.
And I'm Mike Belcaster. And welcome back, Snead. We missed you, man.
Thanks, man. Connection issues have been a thing for me this evening, so
it happens.
Yeah.
It
we're
happens to
here.
the best.
We're here, and we're live.
Yeah,
And that's all that matters, right?
absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit. Let's
Yeah,
talk
man.
about a little update on the new gen arena.
Where are we
Update
at? What's the number
indeed.
right now?
Do you have the
Modem.
number in front of you, Mr. Mike
I
Belcaster?
got it going up right now. Always a click away. I think I should have just added it to my favorites at this point, or is like my take it out instead of being Google. We are officially 65% funded with 3,282 backers. It has gone up significantly since we had Rob Ridman on talking about it. Just throwing that out there.
It is moving. I'll tell you that. It has really picked up some nice momentum today. I expect it to pick up tomorrow even more as people get paid. And they want to get the Macho Man in before the deadline of the Macho Man.
Well, if you're going to do it, you got to do it tomorrow. I mean, that's
Yeah.
You're
Who
gonna miss
wants
out.
to be that guy that, like, when it gets close enough that they get doink, and they don't get Macho Man because they didn't back it soon enough.
But here's the thing. I mean, we can talk about it till we're blue in the face, but when you really think about it, there's going to be an Ultimate Edition Macho Man Randy Savage. That's one of 3,100 or whatever it's going to end up.
Looks like it's about to hit 3,500 probably. I think it'll blow up a lot tomorrow. We almost doubled the numbers this week.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
If Darby Allin chase figures go for that, and just imagine what a Macho Man will go for.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's welcome our guest right now.
Oh, snap.
Uh-oh.
Snead, you got the music ready?
I do.
Welcome. Oh, wait. It's not that Goldberg.
I didn't hit my head on the door before coming in, but
it's my favorite Goldberg. It's Matthew Goldberg. Welcome to the show, buddy. How you doing today?
Good. How are you? Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
We were just talking about the new gen arena. We know that has a special place in your heart, and you want it as well. Tell us what it means to you.
Oh man. Well, new gen was when I was like a toddler, but from a photography aspect, it looks amazing. I've always wanted that stage. Honestly, I've always wanted to do shots with it. Because I have some crappy, actually it's right here. I made this like forever ago. I like laminated a cutout of it. And I never did anything with it because it looks like crap. But when I saw they're making an official one that lights up and everything, I was like, wow, that is a must-have for the collection. Because look at that thing. It's just beautiful. A little glow and figure photography, and just add that extra layer. To people's photos or displays or whatever you're going to do with it. Even if you're going to play with it, it's an expensive piece to play with, of course. But, it's just amazing. The ring's really cool. I wish I had those wood planks for my Moxley and Omega match I did not long ago. That'd have been perfect to throw in the ring for them.
Yeah.
I'm like ecstatic to see cloth turnbuckles again. I miss those since the Jax days. And of course the figures are cool. I really want that doink. So I hope that could somehow happen in the next week or whatever's left.
Well, listen, I'm fully expecting. Like I wasn't expecting this, but I think what's pretty safe to say. I think we hit the 5,000 by the end of tomorrow.
You think so? That'd be insane, dude.
The momentum it picked up today.
Thrilled.
And it's not even Friday yet. We got just about 27 hours left, 28 hours left before, and it's just picking up more and more momentum today. It's crazy. Like I'm fairly certain now it's going to get back, and we're going to at least hit the 5,000.
Yeah,
but, I think it might be by tomorrow. I'm a little worried about what happens after tomorrow.
I know. And part of me is like, and when I was talking to Robert or on your show the other day, like, I don't mean to be a downer, but it's like we got to have those conversations. If it doesn't happen, what's next? Who's next?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not that Goldberg. What are you doing?
I mean, I really do. Obviously, I really want this to happen because it's the future of, wrestling figure collecting. Like, it opens a huge door for us. And actually, I went to Mattel, it's like 2 years ago, I think, and I met with Rob and Bill, just to meet them. I want to meet Steve, but he was working on one of like the shoots or whatever they were doing at the time. And this was something I was pushing to them, was to do this crowdfunding thing. As I'm like, seeing Hasbro do it, and it had, the gears turning for me. So when they announced this a month or so ago, I was like, oh my God, they're doing it. Like, I was so excited because, let's imagine the possibilities without Toys R Us with the play sets. And it's funny that Rob mentioned the idea. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, Tom. But people have been asking me, like, what do I want to see crowdfunding? And I was like, it'd be so cool to have a ring with a Hell in a Cell with Mankind and Undertaker and an announce table.
Yeah.
Like the first Ultimate Mankind you could put with that. And it's such an iconic moment for that match, that it would be amazing. I mean, I would like, I still have all the Jax ones, of course, but I would like one without all the like gimmicky crap on it,
Yeah. Sign me up for that right now.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool? And then they could throw in, I guess, ring skirts, or I know that's not very exciting to some people, but
it is to me, man.
I don't know. I don't know what else.
You could have the Big Boss Man noose as like a tier. And
oh yeah,
I don't think they would do that.
I don't know if that'll ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But
let's talk a little bit. I wish we knew about this when Robert was on, but you had talked about, and you have been tweeting about the funding options for people. I mean, $250 is a good chunk of change. So you've come up with some ways to make it a little easier on people. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's funny timing with that, because I was just talking to my buddy like a day or two before I posted that, that he was telling me that you could use like Klarna on any website pretty much. And I had no idea you could do that. I always would see it like when I'm buying like figures on GameStop or whatever, and it says Klarna, and I'd use it because I love that paying for thing. Like, I use the PayPal paying for on Ringside all the time.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel better about making a $100+ purchase. So it doesn't hit you all at once or whatever.
Yeah.
And I looked into it and I was like, oh my God, it actually works with this Mattel Creations project. So I was like, I have to get that out, and then it was cool. The Major Pod and them and you guys and everybody just jumped all over it. And, it got a lot of people excited from what it sounds like from the conversations and things I've been seeing. And I really hope it was part of the game changer that's got these numbers going, I mean, I did it too. I bought mine with Klarna because I felt a lot better knowing that I'm not dropping $250 right away. My wife, even though she's an amazing sport with how much crap PC I get all the time, I don't know if she'd be thrilled if I just made a $250 purchase like that, but
yeah, and there's also a firm you could use, and
right.
I think there's different months.
Yeah,
you could even do like
one I've
with
heard
a
of.
firm you could do for like 12 months, so you're only doing like $30 a month, $27 a month. Like you said, PayPal has it. There's so many options. So if $250 is a big chunk of change,
Sure.
If that makes it easier for you guys, that's definitely an option to make sure you don't miss out on this. Again, if it's out of your budget, I'm not pushing people. That if it's out of your budget to do it, I fully understand and I support that. But if you're on the fence and it's the money and you can possibly swing a couple of monthly payments, hopefully that makes it easier. So we want this ring. We all want this ring. And let's talk about this, Mike Belcaster. What's happening at 9 p.m. Eastern?
Oh, Steve Ozar at Action Figure Attack is going live on his Instagram to show off their prototype of the entranceway of the new gen arena. So if you
Yeah,
really want to
it's
see
gonna be
the
awesome.
cool
Yeah.
lineup designs and all that stuff, it's a good thing to go check out after Fig Friday or Fig Night. And,
Night.
yeah,
Fig night at their tavern.
it's every night's Fig Night at the tavern for me.
That's right.
So yeah, no, so that's a good. I advise everybody to go hit that up once we wrap up on here, and just check it out, because I'm sure if you're unaware of how awesome that thing is, and you think it's just going to be a piece of cardboard or a small electronic thing that only does 2 blinks at a time, I really would just tell everybody go look at it. It does, yeah.
I don't think some people realize how big it actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they showed the picture with Diesel in there, it towers over Diesel.
Yeah.
Like
Things
it
are
towers
beast.
over him.
Well, the little
it's gonna
videos
be real scale. It's real scale.
Yeah, and the little videos they've been posting lately where they got like Macho Man and Hogan in there, like that thing's massive.
I'm so excited. I really want to get my hands on it and shoot. I mean, my favorite thing to shoot are entrances, really. And that's an amazing piece to do that with.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I need to do some entrances myself, and I have all sorts of ideas in my head now since I'm starting to get into the fig photography. Last thing about the ring for now, we'll check in on the numbers as the night goes on.
Sure.
But if you were not here Tuesday night, we had Robert Rudman. Ravish and Robert was on with us. He spent over an hour with us, and man, was it fun. We talked about the ring. We talked about some nostalgia. Go back and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. It's so much fun. Even if you don't want the ring, it's fun. And if you don't want the ring, it might make you want the ring.
No, I'll preach it all day long. When you see the passion the people behind the project have for what they're creating, how can you not want to be on board with it, man? Especially like Rob had such good energy. Magic was talking about it. Magic's got such good energy about it. It's good to see people passionate about it. I want to see more, more to come out of it. I want to see the future. Like Matt said, I want a Hell in the Cell with Mankind.
Absolutely.
Bang, bang,
I want to see all the stuff. The entrance stage. Like if they did the SmackDown Fist, that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
I would love that.
You're talking.
Oh my god, yeah, that's probably like a $400 item at least.
The Hell in a Cell, you get a Terry Funkin street clothes to put in the ring when Mankind comes through.
And shoes that come off, so when he chokes, his shoes fall. I love
that.
It, man.
Would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would really, really be awesome. Oh, before we go, let's talk about Ringside Collectibles, guys. You can get all your wrestling figure needs over at ringsidecollectibles.com, wrestlingfigures.com. Use the code TAVERN and save 10%.
Sir.
Save 10%.
That's shipping in my area. Depending on how big the order is.
I'd love a velvet bag of tax. That'd be awesome.
That's a great idea.
That's an accessory we don't have. So
that's just a great idea.
I would love that.
Speaking of Ringside Collectibles, I was talking with Mike about this before. If you guys have not picked up the Ric Flair Ultimate Edition yet, it's probably going to be his last figure from Mattel. It is the best Ric Flair figure ever released. You should go over to ringsidecollectibles.com and make sure you get this figure because, man, it is amazing. Here is the packaging. Look, it comes with a robe. It comes with two heads. It's very detailed belt.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to miss out on this figure because I have a feeling when this figure disappears from the shelves, it's another one that's going to shoot up in volume really, really fast on the black market, second market, not the black market. what am I dealing with?
Yeah,
here?
What are they doing?
It'll be just as expensive on the black market.
And then you could take shots like this.
That's right.
If you do fig photography, I did this the other day.
I love it.
You could see. Thank you, Matt. Coming from you, that means a lot. The robe. Look at the detail on the robe. He's got the woo face on. Like it's just an amazing. It's one of the best ultimates that they've done. Like every ultimate's amazing, but I'm partial to this one. I love this one.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite figures, man. I'm happy that it joined. There you go. Chad's hopping in on the fig.
Right, man. You don't want to miss out on it. I've noticed it's disappearing pretty fast, so
yeah,
make sure you get on that figure. We want to alert you. That's what we're here for.
Hey, just to make it clear, Tom says that it's going to jump up in volume. It's going to jump up in value. No more volume.
Did I say volume? It's going to get louder.
Yeah.
Thank you, Snead.
No, and especially with the new gen thing being, we're at 65%. You're going to want all your Ultimate figures ready to roll when you get that thing because it's going to be very in scale with it. So now's your time if you missed out on any of those. I know Ringside's got a few of the older ones up, not many, and secondary market is going through the roof, man. So I would definitely try to start scooping while you can.
Yeah, I have every Ultimate Edition, and that's a line I fully like. It's so easy to get everyone. There's only 2 in a set, and there's only 4 sets a year. There's a couple of bonus sets. Amazon has the Hogan and Jeff Hardy coming out. Exciting times. Like, Mike, do you have them all?
I have everyone except for Brett and Becky. So I missed out on Brett. I'm trying to find a good deal for Brett. I missed what did I missed? He was on Amazon like after I bulk ordered all of the rest of them from Ringside, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, and then I went to go buy them the next day, and it was gone already, and it was at $35. So I was like, ooh, good price, and then I was like, damn, I missed out on it, but it's okay. It's not. Hopefully, it won't be the last best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Like I said, I think the Ric Flair actually is my favorite. I also love the Macho Man one that's out already. That's also an amazing Ultimate. Those are my 2 favorites. Matt, what are your 2 favorites? What are your favorites for the Ultimate Edition?
I mean, my favorite wave was 7 with Hogan and Fiend because they're 2 of them. That's my modern day favorite and my childhood favorite. And that set was like made for me, as I always say with it, because it's my 2 favorite guys. But I have all of them so far. But probably if I really had to pick, probably say NWO Hogan. I've always loved my Hollywood Hogan stuff, which I think I told you when we last spoke. So it just has a special place for me.
And the butterfly joints, man.
Yeah,
what a game changer they are.
Yep.
You can't do the Hogan pose without the butterfly joints.
That's right.
Ain't that the truth? Snead, do you have any Ultimates?
I don't, but
really,
out of all of them, I think my favorite probably would be the NWO Hogan. I love that. I think that's an awesome figure.
It is an awesome figure.
It is.
I mean, it's so hard. You can. I said what I thought my 2 favorites are, and you guys start mentioning all these other ones. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my favorite. Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
No, my favorite's definitely the Ultimate Warrior. I think it looks so good. The coat on it is so intricate, detailed, nice material too. Second runner up would probably be Hogan too. I love that Hogan. I know there was a lot of controversy when we were getting our first elite Hollywood Hogan that went down because the brother lost the line. so it was good to finally have an actual NWO Hogan in the collection, and they did a stellar job on him. You pair him with The Rock, you get those badass WrestleMania poses, and it makes me so happy.
That Kane looks great.
Yeah, Tyson has a good idea there. He's gonna order it and use code Tavern.
There you go.
Great idea. Save 10%.
Yeah, no, that Kane's going to be a runner-up for the best.
Yeah, I agree.
They both look like amazing figures. That Undertaker, all those heads, man. But I can't wait. I just keep giving me Ultimates. Matt, that question's for you.
I was like livid, I guess, and totally caught off guard by it. Because I loved him since the Wyatt family. That's when I fell in love with him. Because he was so creepy and weird, and he was a character, which WWE really doesn't have much of, in my opinion, these days. Yep. And I've always loved like the gimmicky guys since I was a kid, and the whole creep factors. I like horror films and stuff, so I really liked his whole creepy vibe. And I loved him, and then I got bummed when they kind of didn't know what to do with him after a while. And then the Fiend came along. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And he's still toyetic, of course. So to hear that news the other day, I was like, the hell? Like,
I think we were all off guard by that. It was
right. It's like,
wow.
He's like one of their top guys.
Yeah.
So we thought, I guess. And,
we thought. Only the guy who brings in the most merch sales in the company, but let's just fire him for budget reasons.
Right. I mean, I have so much stuff of Fiend, and it's not down here, I don't think. I think it's on my work desk upstairs. But and and they just revealed the burnt Fiend, which I'm praying Steve could somehow still send that out to us. I'll be so pissed if they don't, because that looks so cool.
Such an awesome figure.
Yeah, it's so unique, it's just such a cool wrestling figure.
I was saying it reminded me of something from the old McFarlane line.
Oh, for sure. I could see why you say that. Definitely.
Super cool.
I mean, if he doesn't go back, I hope he goes to AEW and could be a real creep over there. So
right.
Cult of
Fingers
Wyndham.
crossed.
yeah, I think he could really shine there with his, more mature, dark character vibes. So
Yeah. No,
I don't
know.
fingers are crossed. We're all hoping. It would be cool to see Jazzwares make it. A Wyndham figure, and I absolutely nail that because obviously they do really good work. So I'm looking forward to it if it happens.
Me too. I really hope it does happen.
Also, going on at ringsidecollectibles.com right now is their SummerSlam sale. So if you're on a budget, you could go get some stuff on sale and use the code, save even more money. Just go Tavern, ringsidecollectibles.com.
It's usually what I wait for. I usually get my stuff when they have sale time, and I just pick up a bulk amount. Like I just got an order the other day, and it was like the NWO Cena Ultimate Warrior ringside collectible exclusive. There was a bunch of stuff in there. I got Piper and Mr. T boxing set finally.
Nice.
A bunch of cool. Yeah, no, it looks great. I haven't opened any of them yet, but I'm looking forward to getting the time to sit down and do it.
That's my problem too. As I'm looking around over here, it's horrendous. So.
I'm slowly becoming a mock collector with not by wanting.
Me too.
You've gotten me to open things, and you're becoming a mock collector.
Yeah,
I'm opening more than I ever have, thanks to you, Mike Belcaster.
I do, man.
So we don't have too much news this week to get into, but we have another new signing from Heels and Faces. Pretty exciting signing, right?
Yeah.
Wild one, man. Let's go. MDK all day, baby. Shout out to Nick Gage, brother. I'm excited for it, man. He's supposed to come with the pizza cutter.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
that. Heels and Faces line is really shaping up to be
just
Zombies killing it with the sign.
Yeah, Zombies really killing it. I know we talked about it a couple episodes ago, but we got RVD, we got Bill Alfonso, Sabu. We got Mama Belcaster hopping on.
Hi, Mama Belcaster.
Hi.
Not signed by Heels and Faces yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You get a figure.
We're putting. Yeah, we're starting the petition right now.
Hell yeah!
She's gonna cut a promo video for him.
I would love it. Pull out her checkbook, be like, "What's going on? I'm joining Zombie." Heels and Faces.
That'd be hilarious.
It's great, and but I'm excited. We got Danhausen coming out in Series 2. We got Raven. We're getting figures from people that haven't had figures before, and people that haven't had figures in 10, 15 years. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm excited for One Man Gang.
Yes,
I really want that one a lot. Pre-order day one for me when it goes up. But
yeah.
100% Chad.
not Akeem. I was a One Man Gang fan, not an Akeem
fan. Same.
Yeah, it's cool to see. We're gonna get a lot of weird niche characters, I think, through him, and I think he's doing crazy stuff signing. If you missed out on getting your orange card Jeff Jarrett, that sale ended yesterday, and it's in the vault. Yes, I bought two. I'm very excited for it.
That
good
is
stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah,
so, a thing I'm excited for, and Matthew Goldberg knows why, is my Extreme Sets is coming tomorrow, Matt.
There you go.
My Arena 3.0. So give a shout out to them. Plug your code if you want to save. What is your code? Tell them your code is what they can save.
It's MBG 1211. I think it says 15%.
Yeah, I believe it was.
They sometimes have 20% codes, so keep an eye out during the holidays. Not just Christmas, Hanukkah that time, but just whenever there's a holiday, he usually does a 20%, I think.
Got Labor Day coming up.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have a Labor Day one, to be honest.
It's extreme-sets.com.
Yeah.
So check it out. Use code MBG1211. Save 15% anytime.
Yes,
I'll use the code.
Thank you.
Now that I'm doing fake photography, I need the fans in the background.
Gotta get it up, man. It's important.
And if you want to see an example of one, just look behind Mike Belcaster.
Yeah, this is the older one. I think they don't make this one anymore.
Yeah, I think they retired that one.
I have two of them, so this bad boy's sitting up right here is my backdrop now because it looks so beautiful. Look, you can put your figures. We got Cody standing in front.
I don't know if you know this. I'm actually on the red one and the new one, the was it Arena Pop-Up 3, I think.
Are you on that?
I did not know that. That's really
I'm
cool.
Oh, that's what I'm
That's
getting.
It's hysterical.
Are you
Oh,
one of
that's
the
cool.
3D crowd guys that are cutouts?
No, I'm well, I'd have to tear down the whole thing to show you. But,
No, you don't have to do that.
but on the red one, I'm like in the first row. I want to say I'm on the right side, and I'm like that or something stupid, and it's so funny. Because he asked
Super
me
cool.
years and years ago. He's like, "Hey, can you send some pictures of you like cheering or whatever?" And I was like, "Okay." And he used some of them on the new one too. That it's just so silly to see.
That's
That's
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah, a little
man.
Easter egg on it, but
Cool.
That's awesome.
yeah.
One more thing to share with people. I want to tell
Sure.
people to go to the Turnbuckle Tavern Pro Wrestling store because we have a brand new shirt that everybody should run out and get today.
Oh, there it is.
That looks great.
There it is.
ProWrestlingTees.com/tavern. You need that shirt.
That's awesome.
I love that.
come
I
on.
love that unnamed wrestler
Yeah.
in the front. It's great.
It's just a generic wrestler. It's not shaped like any
Generic.
LJN figure.
I've never seen anybody look like that.
No, not at all.
But I mean, you want to run out and get that shirt. I know.
It's manly,
I will.
man.
I'm gonna get it. So
And while you're at it, grab your Mike Belcaster shirt too.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
I'm
So
a Mike Pelcaster guy shirt. That's up there too. There's so many shirts
That's
to
so
choose from.
cool. I
Go
love
get
it.
a couple of
Yeah.
them. Go get a few. Support the
Absolutely.
tavern if you can.
Yeah.
If you will. Take a picture in your shirt and we'll show it on here. How about that?
There
Oh,
you
there
go.
you go. Oh, good stuff.
All
man.
right. So we have a question for you, Mr. Matt Goldberg.
Yep.
From Chad. He said he'd love to hear Matt speak on the production side of the fake photography to create atmosphere, lighting, and etc.
Oh,
and since
man.
I'm getting into this, let's talk. Tell us a little bit.
Sure. Well, if you're like me, I'm very OCD with my photography. So, like my Undertaker project, the Boneyard match or whatever, that I released recently, that was about, I want to say about 6 months of pre-production.
Wow.
It was a project on my mind probably since the day I saw the match, I would say. And it's a very unique match, so I had to try and figure out what I could use to create the atmosphere of it, because it's so different. And I didn't
Absolutely.
have stuff like that. So, I would take a lot of trips to like Hobby Lobby and Michael's and look at like the fake plants and miniatures and even Walmart, like they have a little section, like their artsy section. I'd look at, like Barbie toys and all kinds of toys that have like little vehicles. Like even finding a tractor that they used was like impossible.
Oh yeah.
And then there's like the little tombstones and that Jax used to make, and then Mattel made like one, I think, and Wrestling Superstore made a bunch. That the house actually is from Extreme Sets. It's a cabin set that he sells. I think he still sells it. I'm not sure.
Super cool.
That thing is a
Oh, that's
beast.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the set because it's still set up actually.
That's super cool.
Yeah, like fake grass, like moss and stuff.
You go out and dig some dirt out of your yard.
Oh
bring it
gosh,
in.
no, I'm a clean freak, even though people would disagree seeing the basement right now. But I didn't want to use real dirt or anything like that. So I use I don't know if you know the kinetic sand stuff.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Because it creates the illusion of dirt and sand or whatever. So I use
Mental note.
that. Yeah, it's less cleanup. It feels
Yeah.
like sand, but it's not as messy as sand.
It's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, so creating the atmosphere is hard. I mean, I really study video and photo and be like, oh, I wonder what I could do to recreate that. The atmosphere aerosol is another product you could use.
Oh, is
Kind
that
of
how you
expensive.
smoke?
Yeah,
That's
it's like
super
what
cool.
you'll put in like a loom
Oh.
cube, like you light it up. You're lucky I happen to have this next to me. But,
Perfect. How perfect is
right? Look at that product placement right here. So you'll light it up. I don't know if it has any juice. Probably not. No. So you'll light this up, and then Tom from doing photography, like if you put smoke, like a fog machine or something to help bring out the beams, enhance the light. So this is like that, the fog in a can,
Wow.
pretty much.
Super cool.
Where would you buy that?
It's only that I know of on Atmosphere, aerosol.com. I think I have a code. It's MBG10, I think. I need to buy more myself, to be honest, because I'm running low. But it's really cool. I'm still kind of learning how to perfect it. I have a shot going up tomorrow that I used it for. That's really cool.
Nice.
I can't wait to
yeah.
see that shot.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, Action Figure Showdown was my contract with WWE actually for a year. When I was in grad school, that was the animations I did for them. Yeah.
No,
But
awesome.
thank you for your long-term support to be keeping up with me since then. That was like 2014, I think that was, and obviously my animations on my YouTube channel way before then. But yeah, what was the other thing you posted? I missed what it said. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. I went to film school too, so that's originally what I wanted to do, was make films. And if you know my background, I did some documentaries with some wrestlers and stuff like that in college, and I just got so burnt out on it in school that I started turning to photography in my free time at school, and then it really took off. And now, I use all my film knowledge and, my eye for film, I guess, with my photography, with framing a shot and creating depths. And, and the figures are my actors, and they listen to me unlike a real person. So, they do whatever I want them to. So
that's fantastic.
A lot more, as a director, it's a dream come true. But,
yeah, right.
But yeah, man, it's been a wild ride, and it's really flattering to hear you guys have kept up with my stuff that long. So
yeah,
thank you. Yeah, I just really developed an eye over the years, and I'm always learning. I really like to push myself as much as I can. Like the Boneyard project was probably my most ambitious project I've ever done. I'm so used to just shooting in a ring and a stage or whatever, and this was like I had to figure out the whole movie scene essentially. I had to create the whole set, so it was really cool.
Yeah, super cool. Love the Boneyard thing. I love your little projects like that. It's
Thank you.
Unbelievably cool. Really, really attention to detail, all that stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm so OCD, like I said. Yeah, that shot was
that one's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Set up a shot like that. Tell us what goes into this.
Yeah, this shot's a bit of an illusion, actually. So that's a Ronda Rousey body with Shane McMahon shoes and a Brit head. And I actually had to shrink the shoes in Photoshop because his feet were massive compared to the body. So it looked really stupid. And then Sheeta's actually popped in half to get her to bend over like that for the shot, because she has a ball joint chest but not the waist. That's right. Right, I don't think the girls. No, they have swivel waists, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they pop off, but it's not as good as not as easy with the gentlemen are.
Right. Oh, she's not as flexible as Miro's wife.
Right.
There you go.
And yeah, so that was a pretty complicated shot, and I used a fishing line to hold them both in the air.
So what do you attach a fishing line to?
So that is... Oh, it's behind me. So this was... Well, let me take my headphones out for a second. All right. Sorry, I forgot I was wearing headphones, but
no worries.
So this was a contraption I made when I was a teenager doing my animations, my animated wrestling show, CCW, and It's literally just a tripod and a yardstick, and then I would tie fishing line to different lengths. I don't know if you can even see that, but
There it is.
and then I'll use the tripod to crank it up or down depending on the height I need someone at.
Oh wow.
It's super cool.
And it takes a lot of stress off your back. Yeah, and then I have sticky tack here for if I need it. But it's like
Sticky
the
tack
best
does
thing I
wonders.
ever came up with. But and a lot of people use it now, and they kind of tweaked it for their own use. So that's really funny to me to see, like something I made as a kid. Like people still use it because it just makes it so much easier on you
Oh, for sure.
when photographing and stuff. So
Let's plug Turnbuckle Sessions with Matt. If you haven't listened to
oh
it, go
yes,
back in the podcast. You can hear
Yeah.
Matt on Turnbuckle Sessions. It's a great listen if you're into figs and fig photography and just into wrestling in general. It's very fun. You'll learn all about his background. But give a quick recap of your background.
sure. So I'll try to sum it up as best as I can. So I started on YouTube when I was 16 or 15. I actually reached out to Jeremy when I was 15. He had a blog site, and I sent him. I imagine it was my wrestling show, Crash Collision Wrestling, at the time with the Jax figures, and he loved it, and we became friendly. And eventually, he had me creating videos for them for the UFC line that they would use just on YouTube. And I guess for some pitch, they did a Dana White at one point or something, from what I was told, which was really cool as a kid to hear that. And I was creating my animated show, and it really became popular. In 2008, Eric Bischoff found it. He just popped up in my email inbox, and I thought it was someone busting my balls, but it was him. And so we became friends from there, and he wanted to work with me, but I was just a teenager at the time, so obviously I didn't have time to be working on some high-end production. And looking back at it now, I don't know why he liked it so much, because in my opinion, they're not very good. But hey, I then went on to college in Florida to study film, and about 6 months after I started at college as a freshman, Eric and Hogan went to Impact in Orlando, and I was like an hour and a half away in Tampa. So I reached out to him and said, hey, is there any way I could, quote unquote, work at Impact or whatever? And he helped set up an opportunity there where I got to like hang backstage and learn television production a little bit. And eventually they didn't know what to do with me, so I made the most of it myself, and I became friends with Elijah Burke. We bonded over collecting. So the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, as you might know him as, or the Pope now on NWA. So him and I became friends. I made a short documentary with him for a class project. Then the following year, I made a documentary with Tara Victoria, as her and I became friends, and she actually lived in the city of Chicago. So I would see her when I would come home from school and go to her restaurant and hang out with her and stuff sometimes. So that was really fun. And then I wound up going to grad school in Georgia. And while I was there, I signed a contract with WWE for a year to do their Action Figure Showdown YouTube show, which I think is still on their YouTube. Then I partnered with Ringside before a lot of people did, I guess, looking back at it now. And, that blossomed into a really great relationship. And, over the years, I just worked with companies like Mattel and, let's see, who else? Eagle Moss with theirs. I write for WrestleZone now, doing collectible coverage. And now my most favorite opportunity, I must say, is doing the figure photography for Jazzwares on the AEW line, which is like a dream come true for me. As I was applying to actually work for Jazzwares, and it didn't work out due to COVID on my end. Even though they wanted me really bad, Jeremy wanted me. And I was like, I don't know what to do with COVID. It made it really challenging for my wife and I. So they found a solution, and asked me if I wanted to shoot the AEW line, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna turn that down. So, I didn't even know what I was doing, to be honest. It was all new territory to me because I just did artistic stuff. I never did like e-commerce stuff you see on Walmart and Target, and so they helped me figure it out and loved it so much that now I just keep doing it, and it's pretty much like a second full-time gig, I would say, from what it sounds like so far. Is they're always like, hey, let's do the next one, I'm like, okay. And it's just surreal to see my work on Target and Walmart and GameStop and Smiths and whoever else is selling it now. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
But it's been an amazing journey, to say the least. I'm really thankful for people who have kept up with me, especially watching this right now over the years, because I wouldn't be where I am without you guys. You motivated me to keep creating. I get such a thrill from the feedback from you guys on my posts, and it's just great. So thank you, everybody who's watching it. It really means the world to me, and I'm still like surreal every time I'm doing one of these projects. So
I love this shot right here that Tom.
This is an amazing shot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although every shot you do is amazing. I feel like I say that about every time you post something. So
you're not wrong. This Darby's perfect for this though, because he kind of looks like he's in anguish.
That's what I was.
So it's like I love. Yeah. You sold Miro on me because I seen this and I was like, I know a lot of people were dogging on it, and I was like, oh man. And then I seen this and I was like, this is perfect, man. Like his arms aren't too long. Like he's got the perfect arms to do it, man. You gotta perform moves.
It's a beautiful figure. I love it. Like the photo I took of it, I love. Like it's a great
I
figure.
really,
it really captures him. Thank you.
Super cool.
That. But why don't we give something away to somebody who's here right now? What do you say?
Always down for a giveaway.
How about we give away a diamond.
Ooh.
The diamond collectible Macho Man Funko Pop. There we go. In focus.
That's a great pop. I'm sure he's. I don't know if he's up here or not.
Who wants this? What we could do? Somebody in the room is going to get it. Somebody here right now watching and supporting us. Who should we give it to? Mike, come up with something.
I don't know.
How about no pressure? You do it.
Yeah. First person to tag me in a tweet. How about we do that? First person, or tag me or Tom in a tweet. We'll ship it out for it.
And the Turnbuckle Tavern.
And the Turnbuckle Tavern.
And the Turnbuckle Tavern.
My God, can't forget the Tavern, baby.
hashtag it Tavern Fig Night.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do it.
The first tweet that goes out, hashtag Tavern Fig Night with
I'm loaded up.
OGFigKid at Mike Belcaster and at Turnbuckle Tavern. I believe it's at TBuckle Tavern on Twitter. So
at TBuckle Tavern on Twitter. Yep.
Go tweet it.
There you go.
Tweet it.
It's yours. It's free.
Spread the word. Oh, hold on.
Just for being here watching us.
Oh, he just tagged me. So, nope. You got to redo it, brother. Redo it. We're waiting.
We got it up.
It popped. I was like, damn, that was fast.
That's awesome.
I was going to say, I didn't see anything come through.
It's Mama Belcaster. No, I'm just kidding.
Disqualified instantly. No. Sorry, Ma.
Why don't you give away a new gen arena?
Yeah, right.
You'd get massive tweets.
I just got one.
Yep, me too. We're good. All right. It is Pro Wrestling Central.
All right.
Hey, congratulations.
I saw this comment and I want to put it up, and I want to say thanks to Austin. Also, I really appreciate the kind words that you said on Twitter today, and to hear you say that means a lot. 100%. And now that you follow, you get a diamond Macho Funko Pop, man.
I just want to say that since I came across your guys' show like a month or so ago, like I truly do. I love tuning into you guys every week if I'm available.
Awesome, man.
It's like my favorite thing to catch up on every week, and obviously getting to know you guys too is wonderful. So
being a fan of yours for so long and following you on Twitter and Instagram, that means a lot to hear you say that back at us.
Thank you.
It really does.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
you're
no,
like,
seriously, I love watching you guys and just chatting with you, and it's wonderful.
All
I
right.
really mean it.
In
No,
case you don't have Twitter, let's give away something for Instagram.
oh snap!
Oh,
How about a top picks John Cena?
I'm throwing out some
Giving away
bangers,
everything
man.
This is if you're on Instagram now. So in case somebody said they didn't have Twitter, I think it was a Fabulous Disaster.
There we go.
Fabulous Disaster. Do you have Instagram? We'll get
Oh
the
yes,
same
I'm,
type
sure,
of
I'm
thing.
pretty sure he does. So what I'm going
Yeah,
to say is
okay.
do the same thing, but make a story out of it. Tag us, you
Yeah.
know,
Tag us
get-
in the story.
tag us in the
Same
story.
thing.
We're all waiting, man. We got our socials up. We're ready to roll. Tom's
awesome,
dropping some good ones, man.
That's awesome. We got the Instagram ready. Same rules. Hashtag it Tavern Fig Night. Tag us. It's Turnbuckle Tavern on Instagram for
at
us.
Yes,
Turnbuckle
sir.
Tavern, Yep.
At Turnbuckle
Yeah.
Tavern.
And while
now
we're waiting,
people are
Matt,
going to start to realize when I'm leaning over what that means.
yeah, right. The giveaway shrug. But yeah, while we're waiting for somebody to tag us, Matt, I just want to say, like, getting to know you this past year, especially thankful for the pandemic and this
It's
aspect.
true. Yeah.
I've loved just sharing photos back and forth with you. You know, seeing your stuff, you commenting on my stuff. Like, it made me feel like I wanted to do more when I was taking when I do take action figure shots, man. Like, you really give encouraging words. You're always there to help out. You're always talking to me about it. Like, man, I love this, I love that. And like, that absolutely is like one of the coolest things is like the openness of the community. So I appreciate you for doing that, man. And I know you do it with a lot of other people too. And you know, as the community grows and gets bigger with photography, like I've said it before, it's a huge playground. We got plenty of room for all of us to
That's
play
right.
out here. Yeah,
Exactly.
but it's cool that you're you know, so open about it too. We got a
No,
winner.
thank you, man.
We have a winner. Who's the winner? Who's the winner?
The winner is the Titantron podcast. Does Anthony count? Anthony.
Anthony, you don't even collect.
You said I'm a Mike Belcaster guy. All right. If I
Oh,
had
thank
something to give away today, you would get something.
No, Mike, thank you for sharing that. It makes me feel really good. And
Yeah.
you know, like I think I told
Chad
Tom
gets it. Chad gets it.
that that you know, when I started, someone blew me off with help, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, if I ever get to any degree where I'm, you know, looked up to in some aspect, you know, I want to help people. And I think a part of that's really helped me over the years too, is just giving back in any way I can. And that's why I created like Wrestling Figure News Source and stuff. You know, that's just me sharing my passion in different ways with the community to share my knowledge. You know, I've been blessed to get to know a lot of the people at the companies and things. And, you know, I learn a lot, and I want to help clarify things for people who want to learn and understand how stuff works, and, you know, get the truth out there, not the junk that sometimes gets around, you
Absolutely.
know. And,
That's why
you know, and
No,
everybody starts somewhere. So I'm always
Yeah.
willing to help because we learn from each other, you know.
You've been
So-
great to me. I've been bothering you with questions. I've been starting to dabble and I appreciate it. Like,
Of
like
course.
2:00 in the morning, he's getting messages from me as I'm setting up. But yes, Chad gets it. One Eileen, where I'm not letting one go. I'm leaning for a prime.
Free
Just so
shit.
you all know. Just so you know, when you see
That
the
should be a
lean.
shirt.
Right?
You leaning, and then it says free shit is coming.
I love it.
That's great. Oh, by the way, Anthony has disqualified himself from the Instagram.
Oh,
I
So,
didn't get that message.
no.
Yeah, so the next person,
Well, at least
did
we
on
got some
Instagram.
traction going. All right.
Yeah.
That's
I love it.
and if you win, just send us a DM and we'll get you.
Slide
give
in
us
those
your address.
DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, sliding those DMs.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Stone Cold Steve Austin. We appreciate it.
Steve Austin. What?
No, it's super cool, man. I wouldn't know about Loom Cube without you. I wouldn't be half as good as I am, but I'm not even that good, you know. But it's cool to just be doing
Everybody's
it.
hard
Man.
on themselves, but you know, like
Ain't
you
that
know,
the
we
truth?
learn from each other, and some people are so like top secret hush hush about stuff,
Yeah.
and
It's killer.
you know, everybody has their own voice and style, and you know, somebody else is gonna figure something out, and you're gonna want to know, oh, how do they do that? Then if you're hiding how you do stuff, they're not going to be as inclined to be like, "Oh yeah, I did this" or whatever.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
So one of our regular segments here on a tavern is question of the week, where we come up with a question about collecting, and all of us go around the table and we're going to answer it. So this week's question is, what are your thoughts on repaints? And if you don't know what a repaint, it is when they release a new figure, and it's generally the same just with a repaint. And I'll go first. My question: I am for repaints if it gives us a new version of the figure. If it plus it's a different time or a different night, why not? Why not? People are so harsh on it. I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, unless it's just a minor little nothing change, then But I'm all for I'm all for repaints.
Yeah. It's very, very summed it up there, man. I'll go second. Since I'm already
okay,
talking.
I didn't know what order we were going.
We're good. We'll go we'll do the X. It works. But
Okay.
yeah, man, I think when it's warranted and it's necessary, a repaint's a perfect figure. You see that we see it a lot. We've seen it plenty in our time of collectors, going all the way back to when we were kids. But as long as it's like a proper attire change, or maybe somebody got some highlights in their hair, something like that, as long as it's handled correctly and it's not abused, I'm all for it. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I mean, deco is a big thing with the figure. Sometimes you don't have to have a brand new mold of a figure to get another good version with different deco. If there is a slight change, like I know one of an example that I'd come up with when we first talked about this question was the Hasbro Yokozuna figure. And I mean, with that one didn't really excite me because it was just black and white versus black and red. There was really just one color change. But if you're doing a full deco change on it and it's the same figure, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mike.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. For me, I don't mind them because it gives me more attires for photography. So, especially if I'm with how OCD I am, like if I'm doing a certain match and I have them in that outfit from that match, like I'm going to use that to do it. So to me, I like it. I don't mind it. Obviously, if they abuse the hell out of a certain mold or something, then yeah, it's annoying. But at the same time, I understand from a production standpoint that it's cheaper for them to reuse the same mold and just slap a different outfit or graphic design on it.
Absolutely.
Sort of thing. Like someone say like, how many Kenny Omegas do we need? But it's like how expensive it is to make 50 different Kenny Omegas. It's cheaper just to make a head and everything else. So
very, very
the head is the most important part. You give me another really good head scan, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I love the head scans for photography purposes as well. He's falling down.
While Tom's about to rip one, I'm gonna rip one open too. I'm gonna open up my Legends 11 Macho Man, the Chase variant too.
Before he does that, we're giving away something else, but we want to get the word out there.
Get it out there.
So if you want Zelina Vega, hashtag Tavern Fig Night. Tell people you're watching. Let people know about it. Tag at Turnbuckle Tavern on Instagram, at TBuckle Tavern on Twitter. We'll randomly pick somebody. We'll give it away next week. But get the word out there on Twitter and Instagram for us. We're going to check out the hashtags for all Tavern Fig Night, and we'll pick a winner out of there. So Twitter, Instagram, enter anywhere. Anywhere you can hashtag.
And speaking of winners, I think we do have a winner for the Instagram.
Who won it?
What I'm talking about.
Fabulous Disaster.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What's up?
Yep.
That's cool.
Long-time member of the Turnbuckle family on the comment section, my friend.
We're unboxing the Chase Macho Man Legends.
The
cream of the crop.
To the crop. Yeah. Look at that. Cool
I haven't even opened mine yet. That's awesome.
So cool.
Yeah.
How's the creamer? Like, is it molded to his hand?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
Oh, it's molded in there? Oh, so you can't even lose it. I was afraid to take it out.
Yeah, I was too.
Somebody did. Somebody put it in their Scott Hall, and they said it's the last call Hall. I think it was on the Major Wrestling figure page, but it looked like he had a shot glass, and it was awesome. Yeah, look at that.
That's funny.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, he looks so good.
Yeah,
The
he
shirt's
looks
actually really
excellent.
cool. They cut the sleeves on it, so it's got like the the
I
Macho
love
Man rip
that. I
effect.
noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is beautiful, man. I'm
It's an
super
amazing
happy
figure.
about this. And I wouldn't have it unless the OG Fig Kid wasn't looking out for me and tagging me in every single person selling posts. I appreciate it, man. I got most of the Legends 11 that way. So
Oh,
I
wow.
got Hall coming, I got Bam Bam coming. I'm super excited.
Yeah, they've been really tough to find around us.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
Chicago. I don't. Matt
it's
knows.
everywhere. Like I noticed. I check.
Yeah.
They actually pop up on the Target app when they get in stock now, and within minutes they're selling out, like from the store.
I heard a buddy of mine was in, like he joined like a Flipper Discord or whatever just to see like what's hot,
Oh.
and they caught wind of Macho Man. He was telling me this, like there's a day like last week or something where they put like, it'll tell you how many Target put up. They put up like 75 Macho Man figures and they all sold out in like a minute because
That's wild.
they were using bots to order them all, I guess.
That's a
But
shame.
it seems to have gone away. I think they've given up on it now.
So the good thing is with this run, I think it started with 11.
Great.
That's
You
great.
can only Target's limiting you to 1.
Yep.
So because I tried to order a couple of Macho Mans off of
They
there,
canceled it.
and they canceled it
Yeah,
on
I
me.
had
So
that
like,
too.
as a
Yeah.
guy who wants multiple, like I like one to have mint on card and one to have loose. Like I'm like, oh, that's annoying. But as the collector, like, hey, at least I'm getting one, so I like it
Right.
that people can
Right.
just get them and scalp them.
100%.
I agree. But they I don't know, there's so many errors. Like I tried to buy Bam Bam like multiple times, Scott Hall multiple times, and always yell at me like, "Oh, can't add it to the cart or whatever." And I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
That's
Like-
it was a pain.
It was awful. So I had to ask a buddy to help find the rest for me. I found a Chase Macho and a Bam Bam locally, and that's it. Like, I'm glad I found the Chase though, because it's
Yes.
been a nightmare.
It's
Yes.
hard, man. Like
I'm
I'm so
our
glad I
shelves
got
are
it.
never stocked correctly ever.
Yep.
Like I walked into Target yesterday. They had 3 MJFs from Series 6, which I was happy to see AEW on shelf. But I was
Sure.
like, where's the rest of the damn case?
Let me tell
Yeah.
you
It was
something
early.
weird, Mike. I think it was last week when I went to my Target. The first day I went there, they had 3 MJFs, and then when I went back the second day, they had the rest of Series 6.
Crazy. That's where
Or was
they
it-
had Unmatched last week when I
Yeah.
picked it up, and then it was MJF town.
It's crazy how those sell. My buddy found Series 5 at our Walmart yesterday, and this was like, I don't know, 9 in the morning. So he grabbed me some extras, and I realized I forgot to ask him for one. So I went there around noon and got another Luchasaurus or whatever, and they were still pretty full. And then he happened to go back last, I don't know, late afternoon yesterday with his sister, and he checked, and they're all gone. Like,
Wow.
it's insane. And they were first put out that morning, yesterday morning.
Huge
So-
Yeah, they're
excitement
flying.
behind that line. People are just grabbing it up as much as they can.
That's insane. Like, I
Yeah.
barely seen them.
Yeah.
I found three Chase MJF. I think I told that story, but
Yeah.
I've never seen a Chase ever again. But, but
Yeah,
It's
today at my Walmart, they
crazy.
got in WWE Elite 83, which is confusing because they've had Elite
where'd
85.
they find that? Yeah, that's
Must have been
But
sitting
they
in the back somewhere.
right. right.
So
That's
it's
annoying.
weird. Well, the Walmarts by me randomly are getting different sets in, or they're finding them. I don't know what it is.
I don't
Crazy.
get how that works. Really,
And you know what?
Stock,
You know what?
stockroom syndrome.
Peg warming
The
at
diffs.
my Walmart right now is the Bray Wyatt, the last Bray Wyatt thing is
Mhm.
just sitting there. Like they
Crazy.
have 5
Mine
of them
too.
sitting there for weeks.
Mine
I'm
too.
sure
Which
they're
sad
gonna.
it's me, because that's my dude. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they're
Yeah.
going to disappear rather quickly. Eventually, at least, hopefully.
You would think so.
yeah,
Yeah.
I hope so.
I know I didn't have one, and then when I saw it was still there, I'm like, well, I better get this now. It might be the last Bray figure. So
I still have Bobby Heenan's. If you
Oh,
want to
my
talk about
Target
issues,
stuff.
man.
my Target still has 6 Bobby Heenans, and every time I'm there, I scan them to see if they're on sale yet.
Breaks
They
my damn
should be.
heart.
Mine, I just got some for $6 the other day.
Wow.
Wow.
I
No,
picked
mine
up
are
a
not-
few. I'm like, I'm gonna break these apart and use them as parts
Yeah.
for customs or whatever.
There
Yeah,
you
he's a
go.
perfect
You know,
basic attire for a jobber or something
Right.
like that. Like
Like,
it's
for
it's
$6,
great.
why not?
Well, We don't want to be the Monday Night Wars right now. Steve is going live on his Instagram. I actually was messaging with him before he went on. He's like, "Oh, you guys come on at 8. I'm going on at 9. I didn't want to be the Monday Night Wars with you."
Oh, really? That's
hysterical. So let's all go watch that video.
Yeah, let's close the forbidden door tonight.
Please
unlock the arena if you haven't done it yet. I just checked. I think it was up to 3319.
Your Macho Man will look great in front of it.
3319. We're up to 66%. 3323 now. It's still going up. Thank you guys for joining us. Quick, get some plugs in, Matt.
Oh, geez. Follow me on Instagram for my wrestling figure photography at MBG1211. You can follow me on Twitter. My personal is at Matt B. Goldberg, and my news one is WrestleFig News, which is really popular if you want to stay up on the latest information on figures. Then YouTube is MBG1211. I don't upload there anymore. And, Facebook is MBG Films. I think that's all my stuff that I could think of at the moment. But follow me on Instagram. That's my favorite and the most fun.
It's an awesome Instagram. You know where to follow us, guys. Make sure you subscribe here, listen to the podcast. You can get all of our links over at theturnbuckletavern.com. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow night. We have a Rampage recap show, and then we have a SmackDown recap show tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Don't miss Rampage. Don't miss. We'll be back here next week for a Fig Night at the Tavern again. Take care, guys. Love, peace, and wrestling.